Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily with organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent, available online. Not available on Sundays. Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
Because I'm sick of hearing your mouth, son.
Hey, long as the business get taken care of, I don't even care. Do what you gotta do.
And speaking of business, we here for one bit of business today.
What that is, Sean?
We do this thing every time there's a live show, a big live show, not just any live show, but a big live show, whether it be
Big
stateside, and another countryside, or
big time
across
watches. This ain't for you, Steve. This for somebody else, baby.
Thwack 'em, baby.
Thwack 'em, baby.
Big Duff, rest in peace. Yo,
you see what I'm saying?
let's go ahead and play a game. You ready to play a game?
Yeah, I'm ready to play a game.
Let's play a game, baby. Three pointers, baby.
Thwack 'em.
Hey.
You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. Just say that bitch again. I know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. You know who ain't gonna win. We say that bitch again. One, two, three. Get your tail out. One, two, three. Get the fuck on. One, two, three. Get your tail out. One, two, three. Get the fuck on.
I had to hit him one time for the overseas. Because, you know, we start with the one, they start with the thumb. So, you know, speaking of, this is your daily acknowledgement. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 overseas. So, but this is your daily acknowledgement right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
There
Put the ones up. Gang Green up in here. The Broken Pencil Booking Company. You know who ain't going to win. Night of Champions, live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Oh, by the way, today's date, Friday, June 27th. Night of Champions is going to be Saturday, June 28th. Yeah, my lord.
Yeah, my lord.
I said, yeah, my lord.
Yeah, my lord.
20 and 20. Feel
I got 5 on it.
Got it good. Yes, catch me outside. How about that?
You feel me? Meet me at thepaywindow.com.
As always, this show is sponsored by the good people at Serwin Vega Pro Audio. SerwinVega.com is your website. Gary and Henry are your contacts. Henry's the CEO. Gary's your sales executive. And they take care of you. Go to SerwinVega.com. Look at anything on the website. They got everything from car audio products to retrofitting your motorcycle with the OEM, with replacements. Nautical equipment for their sounds. We on a boat. You dig. And the code BPBC for 10% off your purchase is live. SerwinVega.com is your pro audio source. Serwin Vega, you know the brand. Also, the good people. Go ahead.
Come on. Talk that talk.
The good people.
Talk that talk. You got it.
VidaHermosaCigars.com. VIDAHERMOSA Cigars.com. It's a beautiful life. And buy 10, get 10% off. Courtesy of the Gang Green. This is what we do for the culture.
Man. That's love.
You dig. Premium cigars. We got 6 Vitola in there for my smokers. So, you know, make sure you go check it out and, you know, fill up your humidor. I know you got something for the people too, Swab. We got.
I do.
We active.
I do. What you need to do right now is you need to check out the lower third. The lower third being the bottom part of the screen so you can see what's happening right now. tinyurl.com/BPBC merch.
All that confusion.
Catalog.
All that confusion out of here. It gone.
No more circle.square.net/http.
It's simple. It's simple now.
And now it's not just linking just to the t-shirt. The entire merch capsule for the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast infused with hip hop is available by using this link available down here in the lower third. And as the instructions say, go cop some.
Now, before we get into this card.
Before we do it.
The last time we met, we both had some things going on, which caused us to have a little bit longer delay in between episodes.
Something like that.
One thing that you did, that you pulled off the unthinkable. This man goes, shouts out to the guy, aka Dinky, who procured.
Hey, yo, DB!
Shirt that. And he did that. You threw the bat signal up. He shirted it 1865 in honor of Juneteenth.
Yerp.
Worn by President number 46.
46 got active. 46 was live in the building. My wife and child got to take a photo with 46. I took the photo. That's the reason I'm not in it.
Close enough, though. I mean, it doesn't get much more.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I got photos close enough with 46 that I don't know how many people really have done that without a press pass to be at 1600 Pennsylvania.
And I've been there and ain't been inside. I've been there a few times and ain't been inside. He done.
I've been there too, and when I went, I didn't see a president.
Yeah.
I got to go through the Pentagon though.
So just understand, if you see that 1865 that's worn by 46 or in that specific shirt, it came from one half of Gang Green.
Don't let them people lie to you, sell you no remakes, no rebrands. That is 100% mayormerch.myshopify.com. There is a link for the direct capsule. I have it. I think it is the same as this. tinyurl.com/Juneteenth.
Now, I normally don't do this. We had two big pieces of news. Number one, one of the reasons we have space to live talking about this pro wrestling stuff is because of Busted Open Radio. Sirius XM. Dave LaGreca, Mark Henry, Tommy Dreamer, Bubba Ray. Yes. And a host of others as well, but specifically that's the core right now, right? As of this week, Sirius XM 156 becomes Pro Wrestling Nation. That is crazy. That's crazy, bro.
Man, that's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Ron Murray. And speaking of Ron Murray, and I wish I had his YouTube channel, but you can Ron Murray K104 KKDA in Dallas.
Scout team.
Gang Green's own Ron Murray, the sixth man on the 6-man tag team.
Indeed.
Has been interviewing AEW wrestlers coming up for and tune up for All In Texas that's coming up July 12th from Globe Life Field in Arlington. Go check out the archive. So far, I've seen Ricochet, I've seen Anthony Bowens. I know I'm missing somebody, but even
Bowens was here for Pride Month. Ricochet was like a week or two before that. Jade Cargill came here when she was still with AEW, got an interview. I'm sure because of All In Texas coming to the area, there are going to be more people doing local media. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple more pop up. The network is Scout Team Network. So if you're on YouTube, at Scout Team Network 1017.
All right, there it is.
And 1017.
And just understand, all things considered,
price just went up.
Got to have it. The price is up and stuck. It's not coming down. We don't do Black Friday. We're going to tax year round.
There. Done.
Sell me mine.
And with that said, WWE Night of Champions. We've been WWE heavy, but don't worry, AEW's got a lot in the chamber coming up. We'll get back to talking about everybody, but this is what we own right now. WWE Night of Champions live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Saturday, June 28th, year of our Lord 2025. All that real quick. The King of the Ring men and women's finals. Also, you have the John Cena Memorial Goodbye Tour. Yeah, and we probably gonna have some action too from the Samoans. So let's go into this card now. I tend to structure cards based on how I feel.
I mean, I hear you saying we're gonna get some action from some Samoans, but is the one we're specifically waiting on gonna fly into a I don't want to call it a war zone. Is he gonna fly over into an active territory?
He may already be there.
I I
shall.
figured it was gonna be SummerSlam, and then he finna be gone again.
Oh no, we ain't talking about the Chief.
That's who I'm worried about.
Oh no, we've already acknowledged the Chief. We ain't talking about the Chief. Chief chilling. Chief know better.
Yeah, Chief will be back at SummerSlam. Then he finna go film the Street Fighter movie.
Yeah, about to say him and 50 Cent.
Bruh, but tell me that ain't like great casting though.
Yeah. I mean,
if you play Street Fighter in the early '90s and you play with Balrog, you already know that's like upper tier. That's upper tier.
If you're not getting
casting.
Mike Tyson for the age and the size and you might as well. 50's a character.
Fam.
50's a character.
Tyson would have been the other person that I would have said could have got that off. Michael Jai White probably could have pulled that off. Easy. Terry Crews, but you would have probably had
too
to do
goofy.
Something. He had to build, but you got to do something. You got to give him like a hair unit.
Yeah, you have to give him the man unit.
Bro, everybody relax. I want everybody to chill. Everybody chill.
All right.
Yeah, but I can't think of nobody else. 50 was the best choice.
I'm interested to see the rest of the cast too, especially like Chun-Li and E Honda. Like I was, man, who could we get for Samoa Joe? Would be a great E Honda.
Man, man, talk that talk.
Man, that's a mixtape. We haven't done a mixtape in a while. Who could we?
If we were gonna cast Street Fighter with wrestlers, who would be who?
All right, Samoa Joe would be E Honda. We've already got Balrog with 50. Who is
okay? If it had to be a wrestler, who would it be? Lashley
for who?
With a hair unit. Yeah, Balrog.
For Balrog,
Shelton is actually a closer look.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you can cut Shelton's hair to make it that way too. So yeah,
Shelton still has hair that you can manipulate.
Either one.
Either one. Give me Kenny Omega as Ken.
Then give me you can give me either Yuta or Takeshita as Ryu.
Talk that. Give me. Now this is crazy. Like who's playing Guile?
There's only one person, bruh. I got three. I got three.
Okay, let me hear who you got.
John Cena, The Miz, or Randy Orton. If we're going off of hair, I'm probably going to say The Miz, but of course you can do man units too. But either
I can't unsee Miz as Johnny Cage. Like that's who he's made to play.
he is, yeah. I mean, two things can be true. You can put them in two different video games, but then that's shooting low though if you do that.
Cena probably pulls it off better because he's got his whole situation where he's regrowing his hair, air quotes, and it's just nothing but a blonde dye job. And
you could do Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, just with the hair alone and the attitude.
As Guile, nah.
You don't think so?
I don't think we're gonna make that happen.
I got either Damian Priest or Drew McIntyre. What's my man from Spain? With the finger knives, Vega.
Both of them are too. Okay, I would say Damian Priest, but like you got to take into account that you're gonna dwarf some of the other characters.
I mean, he was a taller character.
He was just not that tall. Damian Priest is like 6'10".
Yeah, he up there.
He's up there. I'll take it for now though, because we're working without a net. Give me Rusev as Zangief.
Perfect. That's perfect.
I feel like there's somebody else I'm not thinking about that probably fits that role better. That like is more. He looks more like the actual. He looks more like the actual video game character.
Who would you do for Blanca?
Ooh. Drew could fit if he's willing to kind of take on some of the, because he has the hair for it. Once you put the makeup on him, it's gonna work. You just gotta turn him green and turn his hair on. If you're looking for somebody that kind of fits that build and has more of a hunched over, stocky stature, that's when it starts to get a little crazy. You gotta start pulling up the roster.
Yeah,
we need to cast a couple more AEW guys just for balance.
And I'm not really wanting to go too deep.
Hey, on the cool, you know who could probably play the hell out of Blanca, and it would be completely left field. Nobody would expect it.
Who that?
Xavier Woods.
Nice. Yeah.
Because we've not splashed no real color off in this yet. So yeah. Austin Creed as Blanca.
How about for Sagat? I got Brian Cage.
Brian Cage almost looks more like he should play Zangief if he was taller.
But you gotta keep it. If you want to try to keep it like Russian or adjacent.
I mean, fake an accent. Whoever plays this, if we cast a wrestler, somebody gonna have to fake an accent to get this done anyway.
And 50 gonna have to be real dumb as Balrog.
They gonna put that one gold tooth in his mouth. He probably ain't even gonna say a lot.
Give me who you got for Cammy?
Ooh, for Cammy. Now I gotta go to the. Oh, give me Alexa Bliss.
I got Xia Li, or the former Xia Li, as Chun Li.
I can work with that. Who's playing Thunderhawk?
He just got released. What's Eddie's last? Eddie Thorpe. Now, if age isn't a factor, you get Chris Chavis. Why not get Tatanka in there?
Look, I ain't doing no tripping. I'm really not. I'm really not doing no tripping about that.
Now, if you
Orton, on the cool, Orton can play M. Bison.
I just pulled up M. Bison. That's the first person I thought about just because of the jawline.
That's what I'm saying. He fits. He looks like the character. You put him in the right costuming, done deal.
His cape don't even need shoulder pads, bro.
Relax.
Yeah. Oh,
Relax.
man. All right, bro. Let's
need Dawson, but yeah,
Dawson.
Yeah, I need.
You want to go find Kali and see what he up to?
Oh no, that don't match at all. Kali is not doing no sir.
What's my man Sutton Singh?
What's my guy Sanjay Dutt?
Now, considering how lanky Dawson is, Sanjay Dutt that would be literally a stretch, pun intended.
A lot of that's gonna be CGI. You just some stuff you can't fake. Oh, Jinder Mahal.
Boom. Who congratulations to Jinder Mahal, who just got married too.
Jinder gonna have to cut weight for that though. Like he gonna have to cut weight to play Dawson. He gonna have to do what 50 did for that movie he was in when he had
cancer.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because he cut weight for a movie about him having cancer that hardly anybody saw. They just heard about it.
I saw it on accident. What was necessary.
I saw it on accident. I mean, he got a bag.
Somebody on the other side didn't do their job because that's the type of stuff you do when you trying to win an Oscar.
Yes, and he looked as sick as the character was.
Everybody just relax.
I
got another M. Bison for you, Walter.
In our house.
Yeah, that's the actual guy who should play M. Bison in real life.
Oh man, he's acting like him right now.
I'm just saying what I'm saying.
All right, so we done took 10 minutes to try to prep this up for this card. We can run through this card real quick. Y'all got some entertainment for the day. Relax, as far as we'll say. Now, Night of Champions. I was about to say Money in the Bank. Night of Champions. Let's kick it off. I got a street fight kicking it off. Mommy Rhea Ripley taking on Raquel Gonzalez. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Raquel Gonzalez.
Thank you. With Liv being out injured and Liv get well soon, Raquel, you ain't gonna win. I don't care what Roxanne Perez does.
Real life logic just says Rhea Ripley has no reason, no business getting beat right now. However, I do see this as a possibility. Because Raquel is in a precarious position of being a tag champion with no tag partner.
She's the tag team champions.
Yes. I can see a situation where what's my new homie's name in Judgment Day?
You talking about JD?
No. Of the female persuasion.
Oh, Roxanne Perez.
So Roxanne Perez could come in and benefit Raquel in a way that she steals a win. She starts to warm up to Roxanne, and now you have a replacement. And now when Liv comes back, she's going to take that personally that she was replaced in the tag team. And
it's crazy that both of them are from the Rio Grande Valley because
essentially you're going to rework the same story that you just did with the Cocoa Butter Combat Club.
I thought you were about to say Coco Beware. Like, relax, bro. We ain't there yet.
Chill.
My bad.
Everybody just chill. But I can see them planting some seeds to do something like that because you got about 3 months to work with before Liv Morgan is back. Speedy recovery to Liv.
So, final answer. Who ain't going to win?
I'm sticking with Raquel.
All right, there it is. All right, we in agreement there. Next up, we got Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. Suave, who ain't going to win?
Sami Zayn.
Really?
Look, I feel like at some point, like we gotta issue get off the pot.
Groundswell is in the favor of Karrion Kross, and he wouldn't be there if they didn't think it was worth his time. I got Sami Zayn not winning as well.
I feel like it kills the story for both of them. Like, you gotta find something new for Sami after that. Karrion Kross will have done all this evil conscience on the shoulder type stuff. And then when it's nut cutting time, he come up short. Like, don't Bray Wyatt this man.
Please don't.
Because that's what they did to Bray. Like, most of his run until, a couple things started to click. He would talk the best game in the world. But when it's actually time to cash out, he rolling foes on the come out and then backed on with a 7.
The WrestleMania match with Orton is that was it for me. Like, God,
that was it for everybody.
Yeah, just you want to pop a balloon. That's how you do it right there.
He was supposed to beat Cena at WrestleMania 30, so they had a 3-match series. He was not supposed to split. He was supposed to go 3-0.
Easy peasy. All right, next up, gang. For the United States Championship, your champion Jacob Fatu taking on Solo Sikoa. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
All gas, no brakes. Solo taking the L. I would not be surprised if we get something different, but I'm saying Solo ain't gonna win. Andrade can play Vega.
Solo ain't gonna win.
Hey, Andrade can play Vega.
There you go. All right. Solo ain't gonna win by DQ.
Okay.
I got Hikuleo showing up in Saudi Arabia.
You know what? I'm not against that. I just feel like why would you bring him out in a dark match where everybody's filming? You put him on main event on like a tryout match. That should not have been the first time people saw him. The man is 7 feet tall.
And you cannot go on social media, the internet, and no one pays attention when you in the arena anyway, to warnings that for the people to read, do not film. You tell me don't do something in a public environment where I'm a paying customer, you know what I'm going to do? The exact opposite.
The exact thing you told me not to do.
Yeah, I'm going to do exactly what you told me not to do, and I'm going to do it ad nauseum.
Here's my question. What did doing that help at all? Putting him in that position, working an air quotes SmackDown dark match or main event, what did that help?
You hear my comments, right?
I do. I just, figured I'd ask.
I hope it helped the confidence of Hikuleo, but let's talk about that. What more confidence do you need from someone who's headlined the damn Tokyo Egg Dome?
At this point, all you really doing extra is like teaching him
camera presence.
You're teaching,
like the WWE way, the Stanford way of doing things.
Basically, and that's what the PC is for, my guy. You can learn all that at the PC.
Sidebar: when you get a chance, go find what Ethan Page said about the North American Championship versus the U.S. Championship and NXT title.
Hey, I got Trick Williams playing DJ.
Ugh, I forgot about DJ.
Oh, I pulled up the list of characters.
you going deep. There's a lot of people after like 3 that just like don't even matter.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull the characters from like Street Fighter 2, where it's like this is where in America it's at its height.
We still need the Tekken movie though. That one we've been needing the Tekken movie. All right, next up on the list, let's go to this King of the Ring finals. For the men, we have Cody Rhodes taking on Randy Orton. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Here's where I'm about to mess up my perfect record. Cody ain't gonna win.
I'm with you.
He can't. It's too easy.
You want to turn Cody without having him do anything. Let him win this match. You want to leave everything the same way? When you think it's one way, but it's really the other way. Let Orton get this W because he needs it stock up more than Cody does.
The only reason I kind of waffle on this decision is this. Orton and Cena have already had a match. I don't see them going backwards and doing any redos with so few dates left. And then you still have, prospectively, Cody's got to get a match at some point unless you're going to book it the way I would. Ron Killings is going to get a match at some point. Then you got to look at what's available on the roster that has a history with Cena and who he could run it back with, and it matters.
Well, you just mentioned Ron Killings. Ron Killings just got a win from Cena by DQ. I think that counts.
And I don't count him as a do-over because the first one was Saturday night's main event against R-Truth.
R-Truth, right.
Happy-go-lucky R-Truth. Now you're dealing with former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ron Killings. And as we have said here, those are not the same people.
Cigarettes at ringside, Ron Killings.
Man, do you hear me? Fine up a square?
Out cold. Oh, man. All right, for the women's Queen of the Ring final, we have Jade Cargill, one third of the Coca Cola Combat Club taking on Asuka. Suave, who ain't gonna win, this better be real easy.
Asuka ain't gonna win.
Thank you for coming. And then finally, go ahead.
You would get a really good Raw match because that's the only place they're gonna put it on. Raw, you'll get a Raw main event out of Io Sky and Asuka. But if Jade Cargill is holding on to a guaranteed title shot as Queen of the Ring, you got a built-in program for Charlotte. You got a title shot, which, if depending on how you want to play it, Naomi could get real active.
Bruh.
Naomi could Jade Cargill could win the title and immediately get cashed in on. Or Naomi could already be champion, and you get these two. Bianca's got to be in the weeds somewhere. Like, there's a lot of different things you can do. And I've been catching SmackDown, but I ain't been paying attention.
3 hours is a lot, bruh.
It is,
and it's going back to 2 next week. But go ahead.
Is Nia Jax about to be Naomi's heater?
I'm not so sure, cause she's doing the same thing.
She been champ blocking.
Yeah. Like a bully.
I think it's for a reason. Like, she been champ blocking, but they haven't had any physical interaction. And to my knowledge, they ain't had words.
And they still have, at some point, they got to acknowledge that they gained too. They got to.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we got a heater coming.
What if this is the precursor to the gang female faction?
Look,
Revolution.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Evolution is coming soon, and we do have
2 weeks.
Twin.
In 2 weeks.
So we got some fixing to do. You know, we got twins out here that's
currently
unemployed and gang. Man, look, just do it right. Like, come on. Like, I know a lot of people feel some type of way about the Samoan the influx of Samoan talent. First of all, look in the mirror. Yeah, first of all, second of all, look in the mirror and fix yourself before you try to fix anything else. Third, we didn't ask you.
They've been dealing with this for over 60 years with the worldwide leader. Why would it stop now?
Do you know how much nonsense we have to sit through and make the best of because there's one segment of the audience who's catered to nonstop? Then they finally give us some stuff that we like that relates to us, and now you got to start picking it apart. Shame on you.
You know what's crazy? Everything you just said reminds me of Wednesday night. With particularly one faction, and it's my favorite faction right now. Yours too, but they didn't have to do what they did. The Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, they DEI'd the Hurt Syndicate. For real.
In a major way. So many levels.
Way.
So many levels to how they DEI the Hurt Syndicate.
It had no business whatsoever.
Because we were a week away from a lawsuit, and we actually had a lawyer involved. Like,
and I'll stop you when you start lying. You
don't stop me before I get in trouble. Last match.
That too.
Yeah, for the WWE Undisputed Championship, the last real world champion, John Cena taking on CM Punk. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
I mean, come on, bro. Cena not losing no time soon. He not losing.
Not like this.
December.
Not like this. Nah. He's carrying that bad boy into the end of 2025.
This is a really expensive house show.
Do you understand that we still haven't had any inkling as to, the send off? But what everybody wants can actually happen based on what we're hearing about the last dates of John Cena, and that's Tanahashi versus Cena at Wrestle Kingdom. That could actually happen. Not saying it's going to, but I'm saying the stars have aligned where that could happen.
It could. If the cutoff is really December 31st, like you're not going to go into 2026 doing anything, then we just going to get what we get and we don't throw a fit. If we're doing this for the greater good of a real send-off, absolutely Cena in Japan should happen. Like, if we're really going to do this, like, we're really feeding the masses, we're feeding families.
The two who kept food on the table for the last 20 years and one worldwide, the other one in a very densely populated country, island, if you will.
And again, we did see the final boss with a New Japan shirt on and a Rubik's Cube. They could be trying to figure it out. I mean, obviously, WWE is not above buying anything.
I mean, we have seen a gainfully working Shinsuke Nakamura go take on the Great Muta in his retirement match.
We've seen WWE buy AAA. We saw Omos in Pro Wrestling Noah
with a championship,
with a title run, and he didn't lose it either. He just like
he gave it up, like I'm out.
Hey fam, y'all hold it down. I'm finna go back over here.
And shouts out to Omos for collecting the bag when we ain't seen him on WWE TV in almost 2 years.
Get paid, young hitter, get paid. Get paid, young hitter, get paid.
All I gotta do is keep buying clothes that's too small for me in the name of fashion, and I get a check for it too.
Look, financial freedom is the goal.
That's it. Get you a small little apartment. It don't need to get no house yet. Just
no. It's need to get a house. That's a married man.
Get you a house and somewhere outside of a city in Florida.
Start you a family on their dime. Start and support a family on their dime. Get your trust fund together. Buy you some land. Put your house on it. Put some livestock on it for the tax write-off. And live life, and then keep your passport together. To
quote the great Jizza, diversify your bonds.
Konnichiwa, bitches.
And on that note, you know where to find us everywhere at Broken Pistol BC on all things social. At Broken Pistol BC on what?
Everything. And
everything. Show at brokenpistol.com, brokenpistolbc@gmail.com. Those are the email addresses. Suave.
Yeah.
Circle up the wagon. Take us to the house.
Bun. Shout out. I finally made my stop at Trail Burgers. The hype is real. I got me plenty of these.
That's a badass trucker hat right there.
This was fire. I saw it and I had to bring that home. I also got the last Trilmus that was in the Shepherd location for the mini me. So yeah, Bun, you got to come do the show because we already know you do wrestling. We'll line it up, figure out, make the schedules work. Come shop it up with us.
Doors open.
Shout out to Trill Burgers. The hype is real. Pull up, go see about them. Pencil pushers, like, rate, share, subscribe, tell a friend, tell that friend to tell a friend, and then
tell that friend again.
Heads up, pencils down.
Script like that.